It's the Dog Days of Agency Summer live stream event happening Monday, August 18th, 1 p.m. Eastern. To register for the free webinar where you can ask us questions and meet up with other agency owners, click the link wherever you're listening to this in your show notes of your podcast player or the YouTube video. It'll be in the description. You can register for free Monday, August 18th, 1 p.m. Eastern. It'll be recorded and published at a later date, but you won't be able to ask the questions to our lovely hosts, Kurt Von Ahnen and Toby Cryns, who have been hosting the WP Minute, talking about their run at WordPress agency ownership for a combined 40-plus years in the space. And I'll be the MC for this event, and we'll be taking questions from you because I remember running an agency, ran one for a decade, where we're up against that seasonality in agency life where love it or hate it, end of the summertime, nobody's making decisions, everyone's taking the extended vacation. And I hate to rush the summer. Like, I'm not trying to rush the summer by any stretch of the imagination, but I also am like, can't wait to have my kids go back to school. But also, we're going to get a lot of stuff done in between the fall and the holiday break, at least in the US. And these are two pivotal moments I remember vividly in my agency career, where end of summer and into that holiday season where there's not a lot of stuff happening. And it's worrisome if you haven't filled the pipeline, if you haven't signed all the contracts. So we want to talk about that stuff on this live event and get your feedback. Just give us the pulse of what's happening with WordPress agencies. And you'll have me, Kurt, and Toby there to chat with. And we're just going to talk about what it's like I'm going to reflect on those days, and Toby and Kurt are going to literally talk about how they're handling the summertime and a bunch of other agency learnings that they've had throughout this summer hosting the WP Minute podcast and a whole bunch of other things that they really want to talk about when it comes to running a WordPress agency. So really excited for this event. If this is you, if you're the agency owner out there and you're like, oh God, here come those days of summer, right? Halfway through August, and we're worried about these people signing contracts. Let's all get into a room and chat with each other. I think that the best way to help one another is to share these stories and these lessons and get some direct advice from others and how they're handling things at their agency. And if I can get the technology right, bring you right onto the stage and ask those questions live to our panelists. So Dog Days of Agency Summer, Monday, August 18th, 1 p.m. Eastern. Click the link to register wherever you're listening to this, and it'll bring you right there. It'll be recorded, but again, you won't be able to interact if you're not there live at the time. Dog Days of Agency Summer. How do we avoid them? How do we deal with them? How do we get ready for the next fall season? Register for free wherever you're listening to this. The link will be in the description.